Do you feel like you don't speak enough Finnish? That you need to know more words? Then stick around. With these lessons, you'll pick up some of the most common words in just a few minutes. Now, this video is a small portion of our learning program. To get the full lessons, translations, and Fluency Fast study tools, click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account.
Saisinko lisää sitä herkullista mustikkapiirakkaa? Totta kai. Ole hyvä. Kiitos. Otatko myös lisää vihreää teetä? Ei kiitos, mutta saisinko mustaa kahvia?
Hi guys, and welcome to finishpod101.com. My name is Meri, and I'm here to teach you some Finnish. Today we'll learn the favorite words chosen by fans. So let's get started.
Äiti. Äiti. Mother.
Äiti. Mother. Minun äitini on ihana. My mother is wonderful. My mom is without a doubt one of the coolest people on earth, and without it being a cliche, she's really been an inspiration to me, like a role model. She has been studying and working her whole life, and she's so diligent, and still today she's studying and doing her doctorate degree. I'm really, really proud of her.
Ankara. Ankara. Strict.
Ankara. Strict. Opettaja on liian ankara. The teacher is too strict. Now, I don't think I've ever had a teacher who is too strict. I think it's good that your teacher pushes you to the limit. So, yeah. Better to be a little bit strict, right?
Erilainen. Erilainen. Different.
Erilainen. Different. Tämä ympäristö on hyvin erilainen. This environment is very different. I think it's healthy that your environment changes from time to time, and maybe your tasks and your routines of the day are different every now and then. It keeps your mind active, and you don't get stuck on your tracks. So yeah, difference is good for you, right?
Juoksentelisinkohan. Juoksentelisinkohan. I wonder if I should run around aimlessly.
Juoksentelisinkohan. I wonder if I should run around aimlessly. Now, this is a good one, like a funny word. The basic word is juosta, which means to run, and then you add these additions to it, and then you come up with a whole other meaning for the word. Like a kid might ask, juoksentelisinkohan tänään metsässä? It's just 3 words in Finnish, and in English it means, I wonder if I should run around aimlessly in the forest today. That's funny, right?
Kiitos. Kiitos. Thank you.
Kiitos. Thank you. Basic courtesy, you can say kiitos, or if you hear it in a spoken language, you can also say or hear kiitti, which is the same thing. But yeah, you should definitely learn this.
Lohikäärme. Lohikäärme. Dragon.
Lohikäärme. Dragon. Saduissa on usein lohikäärme. There's often a dragon in fairy tales. Now, do you ever wonder who came up with a specific word? I think lohikäärme is one of those words that I would really like to know who invented it and why. Because in Finnish, the word lohikäärme, in the direct translation for it in English is salmon snake. And I don't think a dragon resembles either a salmon or a snake, so I really don't know where that word came from.
Mahtavaa. Mahtavaa. Awesome.
Mahtavaa. Awesome. I think it's mahtavaa that you are learning Finnish, and I think it would be even mahtavampaa or more awesome that you would invent a sentence using any of the words or phrases in this video. So make up a sentence of your own. That's a really fun way to learn. And write it down in the comments below, okay?
Moi. Hei.
Moi. Hey. Moi, or its other version moikka, are used in spoken language, and you can't use them in like an official meeting or something, but if you're already familiar with someone, you can definitely say moi or moikka. That's a casual word. And if you're leaving a room or a space, you can say it twice in a row to say bye-bye, so that's moi moi.
Myötähäpeä. Myötähäpeä. Second-hand embarrassment.
Myötähäpeä. Second-hand embarrassment. Tunsin valtavaa myötähäpeää. I felt tremendous second-hand embarrassment. Now, this is one of those weird words also. Like, you can feel myötähäpeä when, for example, a friend is doing something embarrassing and you feel embarrassed for them, like on their behalf. And that is the correct, maybe like an explanation for myötähäpeä.
Onnellinen. Onnellinen. Happy.
Onnellinen. Happy. Olen niin onnellinen. I'm so happy. One of the places that I feel really, really happy is my family's summer cottage. It's in the middle of the forest. Actually, it's in the middle of nowhere, basically. There's no running water, no electricity, no cell phone reception. There's just this house and a river, a field, some forest, and a sauna, of course. We're in Finland, right? That is one of the places I really, really feel happy in.
Paratiisi. Paratiisi. Paradise.
Paratiisi. Paradise. Tämä on kuin paratiisi. This is like paradise. There is a really popular folk song from the 70s by Rauli Petting Somerjoki, which describes this love story in a country setting, like in the middle of the nature, and that song is called Paratiisi. So maybe that tells something about the Finnish set of mind. You should listen to it, it's a great song.
Rakastaa. Rakastaa. To love.
Rakastaa. To love. Rakastan eläimiä. I love animals. I love my dog. She's weird. She's a Dalmatian, so she doesn't have long hair. So maybe she's a little bit cold here in the Finland from time to time. So she should have a proper fur. But I have a coat for her. And she's a really nice dog. She never runs away even though she's not in a leash. So she's a really good girl.
Uskoa. Uskoa. To believe.
Uskoa. To believe. Uskotko kohtaloon? Do you believe in fate? I have a niece. She's 5 years old, and I told her that I can do magic. And she said to me, en usko sinua, which means I don't believe you. Well, she's a smart girl.
Vuorovesi. Vuorovesi. Tide.
Vuorovesi. Tide. Vuorovesi nousee. The tide is rising. I don't live near the ocean, I just have lakes and rivers around me, so I never actually experienced the tide in a proper way. I should maybe pay more attention to it when I travel next time.
Jäätelötötterö. Jäätelötötterö. Ice cream cone.
Jäätelötötterö. Ice cream cone. Kesän ensimmäinen jäätelötötterö. The first ice cream cone of the summer. I remember when I was a kid, I lived in this small village or town. Every summer we would have this ice cream kiosk that would open up in the beginning of the summer. It's one of my fondest childhood memories that me and my friends would go out to that ice cream shop and we would buy ice cream cones. And it always tasted so much better than buying from the supermarket. I don't know why, but it did. So guys, thank you for watching this video on favorite words chosen by fans. I hope you liked it. Have you already figured out a sentence using any of the words and phrases taught in this video? If you have, please write it in the comments section below. And if you want to learn more, please like this video or subscribe to this channel or visit finishpod101.com to learn more. And now it's time to say thank you and bye-bye in Finnish. Kiitos. Ja moi moi!
You are at a train station where you're attempting to buy an express ticket from a ticket machine. Which option should you choose to buy an express ticket? Which option should you choose to buy an express ticket? The option on the bottom left is for an express train ticket.
Pikajunan lippu.
You are at a train station where you've just bought an express ticket. Which train car, row, and seat number are you in? Which train car, row, and seat number are you in? The ticket says that you're in car number 1 in the 8th row in seat C.
Vaunu 1, 8. rivi, paikka C.
You are at a train station where you're reading the train schedule for an express ticket that you've just bought. On which days are there no express trains running? On which days are there no express trains running? There are no express trains running on public holidays and the third Sunday of every month.
Yleisinä vapaapäivinä, kuun 3. sunnuntaina.
You are on a platform at a train station where you're waiting for your train. Suddenly, a message appears on the display. What does the message on the display mean? What does the message on the display mean? The display reads, "Beware of passing train."
Varokaa ohittavaa junaa.
You are at a train station where you're looking for the best exit to catch a taxi. Which exit should you take to get to the taxi rank? Which exit should you take to get to the taxi rank? You should take the east exit in order to get to the taxi rank.
Itäinen uloskäynti.
Hi guys, and welcome to this new episode of FinishPod101.com. My name is Mary, and I'm here to teach you some Finnish. Today we'll learn 10 phrases you always want to hear. So let's get started. Näytät hyvältä tänään. You look great today. Näytät hyvältä tänään. You look great today. Now, this is definitely something you can tell the people you know, and it makes a person feel good. You can maybe add something to it, like you can say kiva paita, which means nice shirt. And that's definitely something you can say to make a person feel good about themselves. Kaipaan sinua. I miss you. Kaipaan sinua. I miss you. Now, you can say this to a friend or a family member or a loved one if you haven't seen someone in a long time. Another way to say the exact same thing in Finnish is to say minulla on ikävä sinua. Teit hienoa työtä. You did a great job. Teit hienoa työtä. You did a great job. Now, you can say this to your employees or your co-workers to set a really nice vibe at your workplace. And everyone wants to know that they're appreciated, so you don't have to be afraid to say it. You should actually say it more often. Tulet saamaan bonuksen loppukuusta. There will be a bonus at the end of the month. Tulet saamaan bonuksen loppukuusta. There will be a bonus at the end of the month. Now, if you're a boss and you say this sentence combined with the previous sentence together, you'll definitely be the boss of the month. So you can say, teit hienoa työtä, tulet saamaan bonuksen loppukuusta. Olet erittäin hyvä kokki. You're an excellent cook. Olet erittäin hyvä kokki. You're an excellent cook. I have a friend, and I cooked makaronilaatikko for him once. Makaronilaatikko is like a macaroni casserole with minced meat. It's like the simplest food on the planet. So that he complimented me on my makaronilaatikko, that's like, he must be really hungry. Pidä tauko. Minä hoidan siivouksen tänään. Take a break. I'll do the cleaning today. Pidä tauko. Minä hoidan siivouksen tänään. Take a break. I'll do the cleaning today. Now, that would be nice to hear, right? Like somebody would clean up after you and you can just kick back and enjoy the day. That would be awesome. Ja sinä voitat. And you win. Ja sinä voitat. And you win. When I was little and my parents would go out of town, they would bring these scratch tickets as a souvenir, and my brother would always win something, or at least it felt like it, but I would never win, so I was pretty bummed about it. Maybe I should try and buy one of those now and see if I could win some money. Olit oikeassa. You were right. Olit oikeassa. You were right. I once saw this meme that said, in a marriage there's two people. One is always right, and the other one is the husband. I'm not sure if that's a good joke. Is it? Maybe not. Toin sinulle jotain erityistä. I brought you something special. Toin sinulle jotain erityistä. I brought you something special. When I was 16 and I was moving out of town, my friends brought me this CD, like a mixtape, that had a lot of songs that we would like to listen together. And I think that was a really, really nice gift. That was back in the beginning of the millennium, so CDs were a big thing. Budjetti on rajaton. The budget is unlimited. Budjetti on rajaton. The budget is unlimited. Unlimited budget? I've never experienced that. Have you? Maybe I should go and buy one of those scratch tickets to see if I would win something and then have an unlimited budget. So guys, thank you for watching this new episode on Finnish Pod 101 on 10 phrases you always want to hear. I hope you liked it. Have you complimented anyone lately? If you have, I would love to hear it, so please tell your story in the comments section below. And if you want to learn more, please like this video and subscribe to this channel and visit finishpod101.com to learn more. And now it's time to say thank you and bye-bye in Finnish. That's kiitos ja moi moi!
Want to speak real Finnish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at finishpod101.com.
You're checking out the hotel's facilities when you see a notice on a door. What does the notice mean? What does the notice mean? The notice reads, "No entry."
Pääsy kielletty.
You search online for the nearest bus service. What bus service does the page show? What bus service does the page show? The web page shows a free bus service.
Ilmainen bussikuljetus.
You're about to enter a small shop, but there's a handwritten note on the door. What does the message on the note mean? What does the message on the note mean? The note reads, "I'll be right back."
Tulen pian takaisin.
There's a national holiday coming up, and you notice that shops have special notices about having different opening hours. From when will the opening hours return to normal? From when will the opening hours return to normal? The notice says that the opening hours will be back to normal on January 7th.
7.1.
Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Hauska tutustua. Hi, I'm Paula. Nice to meet you. In this series, we're going to learn basic Finnish expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Finnish. So let's get started. We'll first see how Finnish people introduce themselves in an informal situation. Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Hauska tutustua. Hi, I'm Paula. Nice to meet you. Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Hauska tutustua. Let's go through this. Start by saying, hei, minun nimeni on. Then say your name. Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Finally say, hauska tutustua. Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Hauska tutustua.
And now let's see the same sentence in formal speech. Hyvää päivää. Minun nimeni on Paula Laamanen. Hauska tutustua. Good day. My name is Paula Laamanen. Nice to meet you. Hyvää päivää. Minun nimeni on Paula Laamanen. Hauska tutustua. So what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a close look at these together. Hey has been substituted with the formal greeting hyvää päivää, Finnish for good day. Minun nimeni on Paula has not been changed. In both cases, minun nimeni on means my name is. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name, so I said Paula Laamanen. Here you would say your full name. Finally, hauska tutustua is the same for both. This phrase means nice to meet you. One more time. The informal way to introduce yourself in Finnish is Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Hauska tutustua. You can make it more formal by saying Hyvää päivää. Minun nimeni on Paula Laamanen. Hauska tutustua. Now it's time for Paula's points. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands and use hauska tutustua after saying your name. If you're concerned about politeness, even hei is polite enough in the Finnish business world. In fact, if you speak too formally, people will think you sound unnatural. In Finland, simple is best. In the last lesson, we learned how to introduce ourselves in Finnish. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to properly thank people. Are you ready? Then let's start. There are several ways to thank someone, but let's start with the easiest. It's just one word. Kiitos. Kiitos. Kiitos means thank you. When saying thank you very much, you just need to add the word paljon. Kiitos paljon. Kiitos paljon. Paljon means a lot, so kiitos paljon is just like saying thank you very much. It doesn't matter if you're trying to be formal or informal. Kiitos will work in both situations, so don't worry. But how do you reply to thank you in Finnish? It's easy. There are basically two ways to do it. The first is ole hyvä. Ole hyvä. Ole hyvä literally means be good, and it's commonly used to reply to thank you, especially when someone thanks you for giving them something. The other way to say you're welcome is the expression ei se mitään. Ei se mitään. Literally, this phrase means nothing or never mind. You use this when you think that there's no need to be thanked, so it's like saying don't mention it. So when someone says kiitos to you, you can simply reply with ole hyvä or ei se mitään. Now it's time for Paula's points. If you're not sure about whether to use kiitos or kiitos paljon, keeping it simple is always your safest bet. You don't have to worry about formal or informal situations. Kiitos can be used with just about anyone, anywhere, and at any time. In the last lesson, we learned how to thank people by saying kiitos. In this lesson, we learned some of the most common greetings used in Finland. Ready? Let's get started. The most used informal greeting is hei. Hei. Hei means hi or hello. We use it when we meet people, friends, relatives, and even people we don't know. We used this phrase in lesson 1. Do you remember? Do you also remember what the formal way of greeting people is? Hyvää päivää. Hyvää päivää. Literally, hyvää päivää means good day. As a rule of thumb, we can use hyvää päivää only during the daytime, from midday until early evening. During the evening we say hyvää iltaa. Hyvää iltaa. Ilta is Finnish for evening, so hyvää iltaa means good evening. Hyvää päivää and hyvää iltaa are used when we meet someone, but when we leave, we don't say these greetings again. Instead, when leaving in a formal situation, Finnish people say näkemiin. Näkemiin. Näkemiin means goodbye. In informal situations, you can just say hei hei. Hei hei. Finally, in Finnish we have an expression meaning see you soon, which can be either formal or informal. Nähdään pian. Nähdään pian. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Finnish. Let's review them all again. When greeting someone in an informal situation, hei. When greeting someone in a formal situation, hyvää päivää or hyvää iltaa. When leaving in a formal situation, näkemiin. When leaving in an informal situation, hei hei. When leaving, no matter whether it's a formal or informal situation, nähdään pian. It's easy, right? Now it's time for Paula's points. In formal situations, Finnish people commonly greet each other by shaking hands. But if we meet someone we are very friendly with, we hug each other. Don't be afraid to do it with your Finnish friends. It's normal. In the last lesson, we learned the most common forms of greetings in Finnish. Do you remember them? In this lesson, we're going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you're asking it in Finnish, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you're saying, even if their answer is no. Here's the informal way to say it. Puhutko sinä englantia? Puhutko sinä englantia? In Finnish, verbs change depending on the pronoun that is used. This verb, puhua, is conjugated to the second person singular, puhut. Ko is a suffix used to make it a question. It is similar to the English word do here. Puhut refers to sinä, which is the informal way to say you. And I'm sure you recognize englantia as English. Puhutko sinä englantia? To learn how to properly conjugate Finnish verbs like puhua, please look at our Absolute Beginner series on finishpod101.com. There you'll find several detailed grammar lessons. We're now going to make this sentence formal. First, we need to use the formal version of you, which is te. If we change the word for you, we will conjugate puhua differently. It becomes puhutte. Everything else stays the same. Puhutteko te englantia? Puhutteko te englantia? Adding anteeksi, excuse me, makes the sentence even more polite. Anteeksi, puhutteko te englantia? The responses you will receive could be one of these three. Kyllä. Yes. Kyllä. Vähän. A little. Vähän. Ei, en puhu englantia. No, I don't speak English. Ei, en puhu englantia. Since this last one is a negative statement, we need to say ei first, then en before the verb, puhu, and englantia after it. Notice also that the verb, puhu, is slightly different than puhutte. Remember, the verb changes depending on the pronoun used. We are now talking about minä, Finnish for I, so I do not speak is minä en puhu. The negative verb is also slightly different than the affirmative one. Now it's time for Paula's points. For those of you who speak languages other than English, this question still works. Just substitute englantia with a different language. Here are some examples. Italia is Italian, Venäjä is Russian, Espanja is Spanish, and Saksa is German. In the last lesson, we learned the phrase anteeksi, puhutteko te englantia? Excuse me, do you speak English? We mentioned the word anteeksi, which means excuse me in Finnish. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use anteeksi and other words when apologizing in Finnish. We can use anteeksi in formal situations, such as when we are ordering something in bars or restaurants. For example, anteeksi, saisinko kahvin kiitos? Excuse me, could I get a coffee please? We can also use it when asking a question. Anteeksi, missä on tuomiokirkko? Excuse me, where is the dome? Anteeksi is a very flexible word. It can be used in both formal and informal situations. We can use anteeksi when asking a question, trying to get someone's attention, or when apologizing. But if you really want to apologize for something, it might be better to use a different phrase. That phrase is olen pahoillani. It means I am sorry and can be used both in formal and informal situations. Olen pahoillani. Breaking this down, first we have the Finnish word for to be, olla. When this is conjugated for minä, meaning I, it is olen. You could say minä olen pahoillani, but it's common to leave the pronoun itself out. Finally, we have the adjective pahoillani, meaning sorry. Olen pahoillani. Now it's time for Paula's points. Please remember that in Finland, if you accidentally bump into someone, it's more common to say anteeksi than olen pahoillani.
Nainen kysyy jotakin kaupan myyjältä kirjakaupassa. Minkä kirjan nainen haluaa nähdä? Anteeksi, haluaisin vilkaista kirjaa tuolla hyllyllä.
Minkä kirjan haluaisitte?
Se, mikä kertoo autoista.
Pieni hetki. Tämäkö?
Kyllä, se on juuri se.
Olkaa hyvä.
Minkä kirjan nainen haluaa nähdä? Nainen kysyy jotakin kaupan myyjältä kirjakaupassa. Minkä kirjan nainen haluaa nähdä? Anteeksi, haluaisin vilkaista kirjaa tuolla hyllyllä.
Minkä kirjan haluaisitte?
Se, mikä kertoo autoista.
Pieni hetki. Tämäkö?
Kyllä, se on juuri se.
Olkaa hyvä.
Mies ja nainen käyvät läpi ruokalistaa ravintolassa. Mitä mies aikoo tilata?
Mitä sinä aiot tilata?
Pizza näyttää herkulliselta. Luulen, että otan sitä.
Minä söin pizzaa eilen, joten
Okei, sitten entäpä hampurilainen?
kuulostaa hyvältä. Otan sen.
Mitä mies aikoo tilata? Mies ja nainen käyvät läpi ruokalistaa ravintolassa. Mitä mies aikoo tilata?
Mitä sinä aiot tilata?
Pizza näyttää herkulliselta. Luulen, että otan sitä.
Minä söin pizzaa eilen, joten
Okei, sitten entäpä hampurilainen?
kuulostaa hyvältä. Otan sen.
Mies soittaa lääkärin vastaanotolle. Mihin aikaan mennessä hänen täytyy olla lääkärin vastaanotolla? Hei, miten voin auttaa teitä?
Mihin aikaan suljette tänään?
Suljemme kello 6, mutta tulkaa ennen kello 17:30.
Ok. Kiitos.
Mihin aikaan mennessä hänen täytyy olla lääkärin vastaanotolla? Mies soittaa lääkärin vastaanotolle. Mihin aikaan mennessä hänen täytyy olla lääkärin vastaanotolla? Hei, miten voin auttaa teitä?
Mihin aikaan suljette tänään?
Suljemme kello 6, mutta tulkaa ennen kello 17:30.
Ok. Kiitos.
Poika lukee päiväkirjastaan. Mikä oli ensimmäinen asia, minkä poika teki tänään?
Sää oli mahtava tänään. Menin tänä iltapäivänä uimaan altaalle ja menin elokuviin illalla. Minä myös opiskelin koko aamun. Tämä päivä ei ollut huono.
Mikä oli ensimmäinen asia, minkä poika teki tänään? Poika lukee päiväkirjastaan. Mikä oli ensimmäinen asia, minkä poika teki tänään?
Sää oli mahtava tänään. Menin tänä iltapäivänä uimaan altaalle ja menin elokuviin illalla. Minä myös opiskelin koko aamun. Tämä päivä ei ollut huono.
Nainen ja mies katsovat valokuvaa. Mitä kuvaa he katsovat? Tämä on valokuva jalkapallojoukkueesta, jossa poikasi on. Eikö olekin? Kuka on sinun poikasi?
Tämä.
Oi, hän on pisin.
Kyllä. Hän on jopa pidempi kuin minä olen.
Mitä kuvaa he katsovat? Nainen ja mies katsovat valokuvaa. Mitä kuvaa he katsovat? Tämä on valokuva jalkapallojoukkueesta, jossa poikasi on. Eikö olekin? Kuka on sinun poikasi?
Tämä.
Oi, hän on pisin.
Kyllä. Hän on jopa pidempi kuin minä olen.
Mies ja nainen puhuvat. Milloin he aikovat mennä elokuviin?
Emmekö menisi katsomaan elokuvaa ensi lauantaina?
Kyllä, mielelläni, mutta minulla on osa-aikatyö aamulla.
Mihin aikaan lopetat osa-aikatyöt?
Lopetan ne kello 2.
Tavataan sitten kahvilassa kello 3 ja mennään elokuviin kello 4.
Okei. Milloin he aikovat mennä elokuviin? Mies ja nainen puhuvat. Milloin he aikovat mennä elokuviin?
Emmekö menisi katsomaan elokuvaa ensi lauantaina?
Kyllä, mielelläni, mutta minulla on osa-aikatyö aamulla.
Mihin aikaan lopetat osa-aikatyöt?
Lopetan ne kello 2.
Tavataan sitten kahvilassa kello 3 ja mennään elokuviin kello 4.
Okei. Mies puhuu kaupan myyjän kanssa. Minkä paidan hän aikoo ostaa?
Kumpi paita on sinun mielestäsi parempi? Valkoinen vaiko sininen?
No, mielestäni sininen on hyvä. Se sopii hyvin harmaan takkisi kanssa.
Luuletko niin? Mutta se ei oikein sovi punaisen solmioni kanssa. Eihän?
Niin, olen samaa mieltä.
Ok. Sitten minä otan valkoisen paidan. En sinistä.
Minkä paidan hän aikoo ostaa? Mies puhuu kaupan myyjän kanssa. Minkä paidan hän aikoo ostaa?
Kumpi paita on sinun mielestäsi parempi? Valkoinen vaiko sininen?
No, mielestäni sininen on hyvä. Se sopii hyvin harmaan takkisi kanssa.
Luuletko niin? Mutta se ei oikein sovi punaisen solmioni kanssa. Eihän?
Niin, olen samaa mieltä.
Ok. Sitten minä otan valkoisen paidan. En sinistä.
Mies on hampurilaisravintolassa. Mitä hän aikoo tilata?
Anteeksi. Saisinko erikoishampurilaisaterian?
Kyllä, ole hyvä ja valitse ranskalaiset perunat tai salaatti.
Salaatti. Kiitos.
Ok, valitkaa juomanne, kiitos.
Coca-Cola. Kiitos.
Mitä hän aikoo tilata? Mies on hampurilaisravintolassa. Mitä hän aikoo tilata?
Anteeksi. Saisinko erikoishampurilaisaterian?
Kyllä, ole hyvä ja valitse ranskalaiset perunat tai salaatti.
Salaatti. Kiitos.
Ok, valitkaa juomanne, kiitos.
Coca-Cola. Kiitos.
Opettaja leipoo kakkua. Mitä opettaja laittoi siihen? Tänään me teemme kakun. Ensimmäiseksi sekoita voi ja sokeri. Sitten lisää 2 munaa ja sekoita ne hyvin. Lisää jauhoja ja sekoita kevyesti. Laita uuniin ja paista 50 minuuttia. Se on siinä. Mitä opettaja laittoi siihen? Opettaja leipoo kakkua. Mitä opettaja laittoi siihen? Tänään me teemme kakun. Ensimmäiseksi sekoita voi ja sokeri. Sitten lisää 2 munaa ja sekoita ne hyvin. Lisää jauhoja ja sekoita kevyesti. Laita uuniin ja paista 50 minuuttia. Se on siinä. Mies ja nainen puhuvat. Mitä he aikovat tehdä ensin?
Mitä haluat tehdä tänään?
Haluan mennä katsomaan elokuvaa.
Okei. Minä haluan katsella pesäpallopeliä televisiosta.
Lisäksi haluan mennä ostoksille.
Pesäpallopeli alkaa kello 13.
Okei, no mennään elokuviin ensin ja sitten voit katsoa pesäpallopeliä.
Hyvä on. Sitten menemme ostoksille illalla.
Mitä he aikovat tehdä ensin? Mies ja nainen puhuvat. Mitä he aikovat tehdä ensin?
Mitä haluat tehdä tänään?
Haluan mennä katsomaan elokuvaa.
Okei. Minä haluan katsella pesäpallopeliä televisiosta.
Lisäksi haluan mennä ostoksille.
Pesäpallopeli alkaa kello 13.
Okei, no mennään elokuviin ensin ja sitten voit katsoa pesäpallopeliä.
Hyvä on. Sitten menemme ostoksille illalla.
Remember, here's what you can do to learn all of these words by heart. Drill these words with our spaced repetition flashcards, which will help cement these words into your long-term memory. Save them to the word bank, your personal vocabulary collection, where you can print out your own study sheets, or review the words with our looped vocabulary slideshow and play it until you know all of the words. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to get these lessons and study tools.